Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for November 25th, 2024. Year's coming to a close. Haven't made a video in a while because I really haven't been finding too much. But I put together a few things I found over the past few weeks. Probably missed one or two things, but a couple interesting things we'll take a look at. Thanksgiving coming up this week. And then it'll be the real push for making sales. Off to a bit of a slow start, but it's still got plenty of time to turn around. Let me show you what we got. And the leaves are pretty much off the trees. We've been doing a lot of leaf removal. You clear it out and it gets covered up again, but the tide is starting to turn on the leaf removal. First thing to show you, this is a cool piece. The interesting thing is that I couldn't find this anywhere. It's normally a good thing. This is a Coca-Cola store display made out of styrofoam. You can see he was a snowman holding, he had a sign here. Too bad he didn't have the sign, but I only gave $30 for it. And yeah, it's kind of big and it's got a little damage here, but you know, that's fixable. Could probably replace that part. Maybe even, looks like he was painted. Maybe give him a new coat of paint, and I mean, it would look good as new. Love the hat. You never know that it was Coca-Cola if it wasn't for the hat. But like I said, I didn't do a thorough look on the internet, but from what I've seen, I can't find this guy. So I'm gonna have to do a little more research. Shipping it, I figure it can't be too bad to ship because he comes apart in half. Everything is separated in half. So maybe if Coca-Cola made this to be shipped out to stores, then they wouldn't have made it too big. So I gotta try to figure out what's the best way to ship this. It's definitely not the weight. It's light as a feather, but it's the bulk. Sometimes the bulk can be worse than the weight when it comes to shipping. I gotta figure out a price for the thing. I have no idea, but I'm gonna go high, definitely. But very cool piece. I think a Coke collector would love to have this. Okay, moving on. Picked up the little piece for the Airbnb. This is made by Cat Studio. They made these for a whole bunch of places. This is just a kitchen towel embroidered on the outside. Lists all the. It's neat because it covers Maryland, where I'm at here. So I'm going to put that down to Airbnb. That was like $5. Couple files, pretty worn, probably still got some life in them, but thinking about maybe turning these into knives in the future. Been watching a few knife making videos on YouTube, so I'm thinking about, been wanting to give it a try, maybe this winter. Picked up a bayonet. This is for a, it's dated 1902. This is for a U.S. Craig rifle bayonet. They date it. It's neat because every year that they made them, they put a different date for the year it was made. So they started making these in the 1890s on up to, I don't know exactly, but the Springfield rifle came out in 03. So this might be the last year that they made the Craig. What's really cool about this is the notches in the handle. Now, I know, well, based on what I've seen on TV, gunfighters used to put notches in their handles on their guns for every time they killed somebody. So, I don't know. Pretty cool having that. I paid $40 for this, and actually, with the finish being worn off and no scabbard, it's probably only worth about $60. But I have a hard time turning down bayonets because they're so hard to find. And this one will probably end up staying in my collection because it really pay 40 and sell it for 60. By the time eBay takes their fees and go through the hassle and all, I don't know. It's I'd rather just keep it in my collection. Also in the keep pile, some Craftsman sockets, some neat Allen head drive sockets. They were $2 a piece. Love the chest set. Somebody did a really good job on it. Got a drawer on each side for the chest pieces. Hopefully they're all there. I didn't check it, but got that for $10. Also $10 is got this tie, and it's pretty neat because if you count them up, look, it's they're actual dollar bills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's $10 in money right there. So pretty good deal. Metal detecting find of the week. I was detecting a beach and found this down in the sand, and I believe it's aluminum. Somebody must have had a bonfire on the beach and threw a bunch of aluminum cans in there, and they all melted down to this. Kind of cool. Definitely a different find. Had a great. I really missed out. I had a great. Got a little too late to the flea market, and a guy he cleaned out an estate, and he had some top-notch stuff. I mean, I missed a whole plastic bin of case and buck knives. The guy sold for like $200. He had some all sorts of stuff, but I was really kicking myself for not getting there sooner. The early bird gets the worm. So some of the things I got from him, got this whole box. I didn't look them up, but they're first day issue from 1930s, 1940s stamps, and $5 for the whole thing. I thought, that's got to be a good deal. Well, not really, because nobody wants stamps. You would think almost 100 years old, they'd be worth money, but they're not worth a hassle of listing. Probably just put them all in one big lot. Got the shoulder boards here. It was like $5 for this entire box. It's a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here. Got some buttons. Pretty cool. Probably just sell that in a lot. Got a neat Roman coin. This was sitting out in the guy's stuff. I brought it over to him and asked him how much for the coin. He said, well, most people around here would just shove that in their pocket, so I tell you what, you just take it. So it's a neat Roman coin, but the condition is shot, and it's worth about $10. Nothing really great. Got some ammo, some 40 cal, 6.5 Grendel, another 40 cal, it's 22 mag. That's like 2/3 of a box. Got a mag here. It's a Novak. Pretty neat. Paid $30 for that. some 10mm and got a M1 carbine magazine. So that was like 50-40 ammo and $8 for the mag. So not too bad. Picked up a knife. It looks exactly like a K-bar. Guy had 15 on it. I got it for 10. It's made by Valor, made in Japan. I think I might clean it up a little bit. Some of these Valor knives, they really bring good money. Some of them really look like junk, but I was looking at the prices online. They really sell pretty good. This is very interesting. I love this box. From the same place that had this stuff, I'm looking around, found a cigar box, open it up, and it's full of metal detecting finds. And I brought it over to the guy, and he said, "Oh, you found another one of those." He's like, "I just sold 20 boxes for $200." And he's like, "I'll sell this to you for $5." He's like, "I didn't know there was another one." So he sold 20 boxes of metal detecting finds. No telling what was in there. All it takes is one good piece. There's some really neat stuff in here. I'm gonna do a video on this all by itself. We'll go through it piece by piece, but give you an idea of what. There's a few neat pieces. They look like they all came. They're all from Britain. There's an old naval button. This is pretty cool. Royal Artilleryman's uniform button. Is that cool or what? I'd love to find something like this around here, because that would have been from like the War of 1812. But it looks like all these came from England. I'm going to go through these. Like I said, it's going to be a video in itself, so be on the lookout. Ton of AR-15 mags, M16 mags. Got 6 of them for $45. Just going to add them to my own collection. Piece of pipe. Hey, this is brass. I don't know, where would you use a brass pipe? When I saw it, I thought it was copper, but it's solid brass. You can see the yellow. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that around. Might need some of that sooner or later, maybe for knife making or something. Got some body armor, $10. It's a large too, a point blank. Little out of date, from 2005, I think, something like that. But pretty cool piece there. Dawn dish detergent. It's use this stuff ourselves. Got $2.50 a piece. Pretty cheap for that. Love the ornaments. Also for ourselves. Love these old large ornaments. That was $25 for both of these. So really, I love the old ones. They just don't make them like this anymore. It's such a unique look. Really cool. Got an anvil. People in the know don't even call these anvils. They call them an anvil-shaped object because they're so cheap. But you can't find a decent anvil nowadays for a decent price. Everybody, they've all dried up. Everybody's using them, making knives and doing blacksmithing. But so it's going to be good enough for me. I mean, if they can make swords in Africa, by beating them on rocks, I can make something using this. Really cool gazing ball. Had one down at the Airbnb and it got tipped over and broke, so this will be replacing that. $8, which is a really good deal because surprisingly it's like an oversized Christmas ornament, but they're not cheap. You buy them in the store. So there we go. These are a little stiff. So hope everybody in the U.S. has a nice Thanksgiving. I got a turkey thawing out in the refrigerator right now. We're going to be cooking that up come Thursday. Got it for 27 cents a pound. It's like $5 and change for a 18-pound turkey. Crazy. But yeah, some interesting stuff, and we'll see how the snowman goes. So until next time, this is Will Yard Sales Stylist. We'll talk again soon.